At the circus, we once hired a clown who performed under the name Malingo. I think we all knew, right from the start, that there was something wrong with this Malingo. And if you're considered odd amongst our ragged crew, there's something seriously wrong. He stank, not only from the booze, which seemed to be his only intake of nutrition whatsoever, but something sickly sweet, like a carcass left in the summer sun. And he moved rather clumsily, and not clown funny clumsy, but rigid, both on and off the stage. From day one, he kept to himself, and no one really cared to befriend him anyway. One night, he seemed more off than usual. He was mimicking the acrobats in one of his numbers. The idea was that he would use the trampoline and do a couple of flicks in the air, and then crash land. During the practice sessions, he always gotten up right after the crash, since that was part of the act. But this night, in front of the audience, he didn't get up. I was one of the first to reach him, since I'm always there during the clown's act. If the stench didn't tell me there was something wrong, the huge gaping hole in his stomach did. It was like he had just burst open. Thankfully, I managed to get the clowns to play ambulance and carry him out before the audience realized it wasn't part of the show. I also managed to hide his wound with the help of a tablecloth we had on stage. We have a doctor in our troupe, and after examining Malingo, he said that the clown had been dead for weeks. The last trick had been too much for his decomposing body, and he had simply burst. None of us understand how this can be, but he hid his condition, if one can call it that, under a mist of booze and thick layers of makeup.